Like Hunt Showdown, Marauders was a game that was gifted to me by a friend who really wanted me to play with them. And like Hunt Showdown, Marauders was a game that I just absolutely fell in love with. The diesel punk aesthetics of the game, the Tarkov-esque gunfights in close quarters, and the in-space dogfights all really drew me into this unique game. But unlike Hunt, Marauders didn't stay in our regular rotation. In fact, I don't think I launched it in the majority of 2023. So I made a mini resolution to play Marauders in 2024 and see what was different. And to my surprise, there was actually quite a few things that were new. So let's talk about it. So let's start with the updates that came last year, like the United Allies update, which added a new in-game faction, weapons, and some good quality of life updates, like being able to salvage loot from an escape pod that you shoot from your ship. According to the team, this was the biggest content update they had put out since launch. There's also the Plunder update, which added in a new game mode, Raider, which is cool. It's a solo mode where you load into a random map and loot and kill to your heart's content. This is probably the closest thing you'll get to doing a scav mode from Escape from Tarkov or quick play from Hunt Showdown. Though I do have two complaints about the mode. First is sometimes the spawns are just complete shit. Like when I spawned in a closet with a Luger and basically got cornered right away. Good luck if you end up in that situation too. It really didn't end well for me. I also had a glitch where I was given a Terminator that wouldn't reload. Despite the gun being fully repaired and I had plenty of ammo for it, that was really stressful. I somehow survived that. My second complaint about Raider mode is the cooldown timer. After you get out of your Raider mode match, you have to wait 15 minutes before entering a new one. So if you get screwed right away because you spawned in a closet, too bad. You have to wait for 15 minutes. I honestly don't know why this system has been implemented. It seems a little arbitrary. Just let me load into Raider mode as often as I want. Then there's the most recent update, the Guilds update. This one is the most fun, in my opinion, because you can create a guild with your friends, which gives you access to a guild store with your guild emblem on hats and helmets. If you're in a guild, then you also get a patch, and if you die in the game, other players can get your patch for guild experience. This system has actually created a lot of fun moments for me, because when you run into a guild multiple times in a session, you sort of feel this sense of rivalry. You build it up in your own head. And really, the guild update is probably part of the reason that we played for as long as we did when we started back up. There's just something about creating an image that builds camaraderie even if you're playing with the same people you'd normally be playing with anyways. But here's where I want to highlight a small gripe I have with the game, and that is VoIP in space. Only the person in your ship's pilot seat can VoIP in space with other ships, which means if you're a gunner, you don't get to join in the trash talk or hear your pilot making deals. That actually got really awkward when my friend Chaco was negotiating a truce with another player and I just kept firing.
That's my bad.
If you were on the other ship, I am so sorry.
Danny, stop shooting. Because I'm talking to this guy and he's trying to be chill.
Fortunately, this doesn't totally ruin the game's experience, but it is an issue that I would like to see fixed in a hot patch. The game still runs pretty well. None of the updates have really impacted my machine's performance in any negative way. I'm still consistently in the 90 FPS range and everything feels smooth. The developers still recommend only an Intel i5 GTX 1060. I also didn't notice any consistent issues with the servers. The game still has a relatively healthy player base. About the time that I stopped playing in February, there were about 1,500 peak concurrent players. There were huge spikes of 4,000 or more peak concurrent players that seems to coincide with updates. And currently we're seeing about 800 peak concurrent players. So at this moment, I don't see any concerns about a lack of players to populate the servers. In its current state, Marauders is still a pretty solid recommendation, especially at the price point of $29.99. You could wait for a sale, but the lowest recorded price according to SteamDB is just $20. So your savings will really be about the price of a Crunchwrap Supreme combo from Taco Bell. But those are my thoughts on Marauders in 2024. Let me know what you guys think about the current state of the game in the comments down below. Like and subscribe if you learned something, and until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, keep fighting the good fights, and we'll see you in the next one.